So I want to wish you all, first of all, happy holidays, regardless of what you believe in. Hope you're having an amazing time with your friends and family, despite the bad circumstances. And before we jump into today's video, if you could, be sure to smash that subscribe button. Hit the bell to stay up to date on future content on pretty much everything pop culture. Share this video amongst your friends. Hit the like button. And let's do this. If you have not seen Mando Season 2, by the way, an amazing season. I've recently made a review of it, so be sure to check that out. I will be saying a few spoilers. So if you have not seen it, please just click off, check out the Season 2 finale, and come back here. But either way, Luke Skywalker makes an appearance in the final scene of Mando, and it is just phenomenal. Favreau did the impossible. He redeemed the Luke Skywalker character. He turned him from that hopeless frickin' loser from The Last Jedi in the sequel trilogy and turned him into the badass, confident, and yet humble hero that we all know and love from the original trilogy. And if this rumor is to be believed, this is not a one and done appearance. The following comes from Bounding Into Comics, who report that new Star Wars rumor reveals Lucasfilm's roadmap to redeem Luke Skywalker. Now, this rumor comes from WDW Pro at Pirates and Princesses that basically say Luke Skywalker is essential to keeping Disney afloat because the sequel trilogy at the end of the day was a failure, with merchandising stagnating and the Star Wars brand being severely damaged. True on both counts. So true. I mean, look at this, okay? When you think of Star Wars merch, when you think of any form of merchandise with the Star Wars label slapped on it, it would immediately just fly off shelves, all right? Helmets, Lego sets, you name it. But when it came to the sequel trilogy, you saw lots of this, like tons of roast ego especially. Anything involving sequel trilogy was sold, but at a very minor rate, to the point where the merchandising just completely plummeted. And as for this part, it being a failure and the brand being damaged, I mean, there was always division within the fan base, whether you like the original trilogy or the prequels. But that was just normal discussion between fans, between fellow fans. When it came to this trilogy, though, it was to the point where if you did not like Rey, not Rey Skywalker, Rey. If you did not like that character, if you did not like anything pertaining to the trilogy, you were called a bigot, an ist, an ism, racist, Nazi, everything. Thankfully, Favreau came in, and like the god that he is, he wiped it all away. He basically redeemed Luke through this amazing scene alone. A de-aged Luke Skywalker with Mark Hamill coming in. And it was a phenomenal scene. Every YouTuber, every content creator, every fan was teary-eyed when he came in. They then continue on to say that they need Luke Skywalker to be back, redeemed, and the Jedi Master fans want him to be. Toy manufacturers need Luke back. Marketing needs Luke back. Game developers need Luke back. This is common knowledge. This is pretty much common sense. They know that Luke Skywalker as a person sells. The most iconic character in this piece of fiction ever. And people, as time passed, he was subject to so much ridicule. Being dragged through the gutter with Rian Johnson in that shit film, man, it was just a tragedy. However, all's not lost. As I mentioned previously, there is a roadmap that is apparently being developed. Let's take a look at it. There is a plan to bring Luke Skywalker back and redeem him despite The Last Jedi's depiction of the Jedi, who redeemed Anakin Skywalker and brought about the downfall of the Galactic Empire. WDW Pro reveals that Luke's depiction in The Last Jedi will allegedly be all an act to protect Grogu from being discovered by the dark side, especially Rey. Luke's actions of being in hiding, pretending to hate the Jedi, drinking the blue milk, all an act to protect Grogu from being found by the dark side. So, this is not a full-on retcon of the sequel trilogy. This is not trimming it off completely and just leaving it in a ditch to die. This is just making it so that they did happen, but it happened for a better reason. Luke acting like this was to make sure Grogu was never found, not even by Rey. It will also attempt to explain why Yoda used the dark side of the Force to summon a lightning storm to destroy the Jedi Temple and the ancient texts found within. You know, now that I think about it, it did confuse me, because to summon lightning is a dark side thing, and yet Yoda could do it. If they can somehow find a way to retcon that they will be able to explain this properly, then kudos to them. Grogu is said to be part of an ancient prophecy in one of the books called the Ramagon. According to WDW Pro, this prophecy ties into Anakin Skywalker bringing balance to the Force by killing the Emperor. It doesn't say how Grogu specifically is tied to this prophecy, but it does claim that he will bring peace throughout the galaxy. This guy's a moneymaker. Like, when he was introduced in Mando, you would not believe the amount of merch that was selling with Baby Yoda. Of course, I knew that they're gonna somehow elevate him up so much. You can't look at this and say to yourself, this is just a simple TV show character, nothing more, nothing less. No. With the current state of Star Wars, with this absolute division, they need something like this to fix it. It is said that Grogu will allegedly be a new type of Jedi that unites both the dark side and the light side, with Anakin and Luke both training him somehow. And even though not everything is fleshed out, they do say that they are planning on doing a Luke Skywalker series using CGI and deepfake AI technology. There was a rumor floating around that a Luke Skywalker series was in development with Sebastian Stan. I'm all for that, by the way, folks. If it's true, then I will be so happy, and the audience will be in joy, in absolute joy. And aside from that, there's also a Grogu trilogy in the works. It will retcon Luke Skywalker back to a true hero, and Anakin will be retconned to actually have brought balance to the Force. To back this up, Luke tells Mando he is strong with the Force, but talent without training is nothing. A quote that perfectly sums up Rey. A Mary Sue who was so unbeatable in The Rise of Skywalker that no training. And I don't consider that minor obstacle course she did at the beginning with Leia training, that was nothing. Alright? This is in development. It's still a rumor. Nothing has officially been confirmed. So please take this with a grain of salt. But as it stands, if I were to be a betting man, I would say this might very well be true. The sequel trilogy left a mess. It damaged the brand so much, and if this is what it takes to start fixing the franchise, then so be it. Okay, if it were up to me, I would just retcon everything. You know, retcon the entire sequel trilogy. And make Mando Season 2, make that the starting point for Luke Skywalker going forward. If they were to do that, I'm pretty sure a good portion of the fan base would return. But as it is, you know, if this is legit, this could work. I really hope this is true. If Filoni and Favreau are the ones leading this, especially, then this brand is in good hands. Just leave Kathleen Kennedy out of this. Make sure she is 500 feet away from this plan if it turns out to be true. Do whatever you need to do to make sure she does not touch this. But that's just my opinion, guys. Now I want to take it back and hear what you have to say. Do you believe in this rumor? Do you like this? Do you hate this? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, be sure to like this video, subscribe, hit the bell, share it around. Every bit of support helps me. And I will see you next time.